Hey everybody, how's it going? Excuse me. Belial's finished, as you can see here. I got all his arms magnetized and ready to go and painted, and he's finally fully done on his base. Um, with the Dark Angels upgrade Terminator leg, I should say. I didn't use the Dark Angels Terminator Stormbolter or Power Sword, but I did use the shoulder pads. Um, while we did get a decent amount of Terminator upgrade stuff, I think should they ever revisit the Dark Angels for any particular reason, not even rules wise, just model wise, they should really make a Deathwing Terminator pack full of Deathwing goodness, maybe some robe pieces. Even though I'm not a fan of Terminator robes, it's just cool to see. Not that I'm not a fan, I'm just not the biggest fan of them. Maybe some more like feathered stuff like we have on our assault cannon as well. We got the we got the Storm Shield hand itself, like the actual shield part. We got the a Storm Bolter, this is not it, and we got a Power Sword, this is not it either. And we also got an Assault Cannon and the legs and the shoulder pads, but not the Crux Terminatus. So, I know, I would like to see more, but anyway, this particular sword and Storm Bolt is from Commander Colin Forge World stuff. I think the model came out rather well. I had to simple green them in the beginning because when I spray based them white, it didn't come out well at all. It was really thick. I don't know why. The spray can just totally crapped out on me. So I simple greened him. I had to do some repair work on the magnets because it did weaken the bond and the glue a bit. And since there's a force between the magnetic pull, obviously between the magnets, it pulled some of the magnets out. So I had to fix all that. But that was all fixed. Like an idiot, I decided to try and respray paint them again. Came out a lot better, but it still kind of cracked out a little bit in certain areas. So I did a lot of touch-up work and just forged ahead, and it came out rather well. I think next time, and just in general, I might on a generic Terminator spray base white again one more time to see how it comes out. But other than that, I'm just gonna paint white with my with a paintbrush. I'll spray base skeletons white. I mean, they don't have to look that great, but I really want a clean finish, and it didn't really thrill me. I gave him a red for like the symbol on his leg, black on the symbol on his arm, kind of an homage to their original colors, which was for the Dark Angels was black. And then post Heresy, when they went green, the Deathwing stayed black as well as the Raven Wing. And then the Deathwing had that whole thing where they liberated one of the recruiting planets from the Genestealer homeworld, and the Deathwing alone did it. Well, Genestealer world. Genestealer homeworld makes no sense. Liberated one of the recruiting worlds from a Genestealer cult, and there we go. And the Deathwing by itself did it, and in homage, and in out of respect, I should say, of those who failed to do it, they painted their colors white to represent they're already dead, so none of them expect to live past the battle, or something like that. And they kept their armor white and decided to paint the rest of the Deathwing white, or bone, I should say, in respect, out of respect for that. So I thought that was nice. I did a little homage thing here in black, and because of the red stripe. The red stripe signifies how he used to be company master of their company, so I thought that would look pretty cool on there. Which is why I chose those shoulder pads on all of the guys that I have. So you got that, and the Thunder Hammer. So that's fun. He's got Belial written on his leg. I can't zoom in too far to see it, but let's see if it focuses. Come on. You can't really read it, but it's there written. And it's just a generic Terminator head that I used here. Well, I kind of really butchered that sentence. I just used a generic Terminator head here. So yeah, basically that's pretty much him. I do have plans in the far, far future when hopefully maybe they make a Deathwing Terminator pack, to buy, but they probably won't. But to redo him and make him a little bit cleaner, a little bit more flush, just because he was my first attempt, and again, not the best I did. In hindsight, if you're gonna attempt something like this, don't do it on your HQ, and don't attempt a different way of achieving the color scheme with your HQ. I did that, whatever. I'm just an idiot. I will say that Deathwing is probably one of the harder color schemes to paint. Yellow being the hardest. I think yellow is very hard. I think white is also very hard. But getting a Deathwing bone color to really match up with how they show them in the codices and whatnot is also pretty difficult. So those are the other arms. I would not advise magnetizing all of the Deathwing, because that would just take a lot of boxes and a lot of bits and a lot of money and a lot of magnets and a lot of time. But I would suggest doing it to Belial as he is now, because of the different options you can take. He can't do this, by the way. I just think it looks awesome. That's why I did this. He only can take a Stormbolter and Mastercrafted Power Sword, or two Twin Lightning Claws, or Thunderhammer Storm Shield. See, this has some weapon options. They're all the same point cost. The only other person I would recommend magnetizing would be a Standard Bearer. And I'm going to magnetize my Standard Bearer just not to be a Sergeant even. Just going to Stormbolter, Power Fist, or Twin Lightning Claws, or Thunderhammer Storm Shield. I'm not going to give him the Assault Cannon arm, although I have seen pictures of that online. I think Retribution Angel did a green stuff mini tutorial on Deathwing, and he has the Assault Cannon on it one time. I believe the Assault Cannon was magnetized, but it looks cool. I'm not a believer in it, only because yes, they're a small squad, but at the same time, if I lose somebody, I don't want to lose both a special weapon and the standard or apothecary, etc., etc. But I am going to magnetize the Standard Bearer as well, because the standard is a decent standard, given +1 attacks and stuff like that, and it can fit very well in any Terminator squad, really. So I want him to have the ability, should I make the that quote-unquote command squad more a support role with shooting, then I want him to be able to shoot as well, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to magnetize the apothecary. In fact, the apothecary is just going to stay with the Power Fist, just because the Power Fist is not bad. I want him to be able to shoot as well, and I think that'll fit well in pretty much even in assault stuff. He may not have the Storm Shield, but at least he can shoot 2 shots before they charge, and he does have a Strength 8 weapon, a power weapon I should say, that goes on Initiative 1, so he should be okay. But I think the apothecary shouldn't really go into close combat right away. I think he should use his ability and stay close to those that are in close combat. But you can't separate the Standard Bearer and the apothecary, so they have to both go in the same squad. Anyway, I do plan to magnetize the Standard Bearer, like I said, and I'm gonna put the standard on the back. I have to get I'm gonna use. I have this from a sprue. It's like a Standard Bearer, a pole, but I'm not gonna use that pole. I have another pole I'm gonna use. I'm gonna attach the standard to it, and then I'm gonna use some plastic card tubing and plastic card to make it look like he has a little holder on his back, and it's gonna go on his back, just so you can have the arms interchangeable. And plus I think they look kind of neat, but that's just me. So anyway, that's pretty much it for Belial and my plans in the future for the Deathwing. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Terminators, so I can't believe I haven't made a Deathwing army sooner. Like I said, I've played Deathwing, but not pure Deathwing. I played a heavy force of Deathwing, and I played smaller games where it's just Deathwing, not like a 1500-point game, or much smaller games. But they're still lots of fun. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't know what I'm painting next. Probably the standard, as well as some other stuff. And I'll of course keep you posted on my painting progress, as well as other stuff I do. So that's pretty much it. Until next time, hope you enjoyed the ramble. I didn't bore you too much. Take it easy.